speakers. All right, you've asked me for speakers, right? You've been begging me. Zios, we're thirsty for speakers. Well, strap in, boys and girls, because these are probably some of the most affordable speakers you're going to find in the next coming weeks. I don't know what caused this, but there's like a cascade of expensive shit coming. These are a set of triangles. That's their logo, or they just write out triangle. I don't know. I haven't decided. And it's a French company, like Focal is a French company. And this pair, which looks rather pretty, I'd like to say, costs anywhere between $450 and $550. And they're not on Amazon. I found Adorama has a set out of stock right now for these in white. And the company, I met the company at, let me see, where was I? I was Capital Audio Fest. And it was one of the only rooms in Capital Audio Fest where I actually went, oh, these speakers are interesting to me. And they weren't these speakers, they were a much higher level speaker. But I was like, wow, yeah. And then I talked to the guy, and he's like, yeah, we have a couple more affordable options. The first ones being these white ones over here, which this is not the review for these. These are different series altogether. These are the most affordable ones. These are the Borea BR02 5¼ bookshelf, rear ported. Ignore this for now, please. Rear ported. First thing I noticed when I got them and I unboxed them was, number one, the grill is really like well made. Like that's nicer than most grills. And they have the little plastic stands off with the magnets, so they just go like, and it's a nice, like I could yank the speaker off this if I felt like it with the magnets. I should probably take these off though, right? Do you agree? I like the way that you can like sort of see back there. It's got that sloped. It gives the impression that it's not trying to hide. It's just being an extra feature. Will these stack? If I stick these on here, will everyone be triggered? Are you all triggered now? Please don't do that. I have a feeling that's very bad for electrostatics if you stick magnets to them. But, you know, Zios. So, by the way, these are air pulse stands for Edifier, and they're on top of my IKEA tables, and it makes it look really grand in here, doesn't it? These are some grand things. 5¼ imitation waveguide, or just a pointy dust cover. I don't know how you want to describe it. And a soft dome. A pretty nice big soft dome with a very interesting, this is a rubber waveguide around it, completely rubberized, like you could stick your fingernail in it. And then there's a vertical series of, I guess, fingers, just to keep you from just banging into it. Like it doesn't, it's probably the least amount of cover you could put on a tweeter. So that's good respect for what you need. What you need is as much tweeter pointing outward as possible. So you get this nice, very, very soft surround. Oh, it's very soft. You probably shouldn't play with that. And this is also surrounded in rubber. You see, a lot of the times people neglect the fact that when the wave, the air comes out, it does wrap around whatever it's attached to. That's why, even though this isn't much of a lip or surround, this is all still butyl rubber. It probably also covers the mounts, the mounts. So the box is not huge. It's almost like the most generic looking bookshelf in history. Got some nice touches, white driver on the entirely white version, which, sorry for spinning around, making you sick. Cute, soft, warm wallpaper. There, it's all white in the white version except for the rubber. And Adorama is the only place that's actually got these for sale. If you go to the actual website, it's like, where around me can I buy these? And it lists places up in New York. I'm down in Philly. If you zoom out, there's just no. They just aren't there. There's one place here, Chestnut Hill Audio, which is in Philadelphia. And then there's 2 in New York, and then you can keep backing out. And you got like North Carolina, and that's Toronto, and that's Boston, Michigan. So these are not like, let me think. SVS, they have their stuff on Amazon, but they also sell direct. Or Buchart, who sells only direct. Or Home Theater Direct, which sell only direct. They have what are known as dealers, and that's sort of like, that's when you know you're not dealing with a company that's selling usually cheap gear. $450, $550 for a pair of speakers is not what Triangle do. Triangle not do that. Let me show you what Triangle do. Triangle, here's the Boreas, right? Here's the set. Oh, nice. The O3s are the slightly larger ones than these. These are the O2s. There's a center channel. That's great. These other pair, the Comete or the Spirit Easies, these are a little bit bigger. We're going to get to this review. It's great. But what goes to Capital Audio Fests are either the Signature Series or the Magellan Series. And that one there, that's a 220-pound vertical array of speakers. That one's a piddly 76 pounds. So, I mean, this is the heavy-duty, dealer-only accessible stuff. So I don't think Triangle is quite ready for Zeos to be reviewing something like this, because I'm going to tell you that they're one of the most beautiful imaging and softest sounding speakers, especially for $500. That puts you right in the range of, like, you can get Klipsch stuff or this. So you can get, well, really, I'm blanking now. I should really have sat down just thinking about speakers before I started this review. What other speakers are we looking at in like the $500 range? Not self-powered. We're counting not self-powered.
Yes.
I'm going to go into more detail about comparing this set of triangles to that set of triangles when that set of triangles gets reviewed in about 3 hours. But first, I'm going to tell you one thing about the designs of the triangles, is they are very focused on detail. And usually, if you're talking detail, you're not talking about a soft dome. When we get to the Spirits, you're going to understand what I mean, because I'm going to show you the tweeter in that, and it's something special. This seems very normal. And in fact, what this is the most tolerable version of detail, because a soft dome always makes everyone feel comfortable and warm. And I got these first. When they sent me the sets, the Spirits came second, the Boreas came first. I set them up, and I went, wow. Wow, I'm going to love these speakers. I am going to love these speakers. And then those showed up like 2 days later, and I went, wow. I wonder which ones I'm going to like more. And I probably should be doing these reviews slightly in a different order, which, in other words, reversed. Because I think I would settle on the Boreas, or the bigger version of the Boreas, first, before I moved up to the Spirits. I'm going to have to learn to speak. It's French. When I did the sound demos, because I do sound demos mechanically. I don't have to know the speaker to do the sound demo. I got to break it in, set it up, get the microphone in place, and do it. And when I did the sound demo between these two triangles, with same track list, link in the description, by the way, when I usually do a sound demo, I walk over to the speaker and I'll do this. I'll just cover the tweeter and then move to the other one, and I'll cover the tweeter just to sort of show that I am actually recording it, and just to see what that does. And I was amazed at how much sound disappears with this speaker when you cover the tweeter. The other ones, like the very, very highs cut out, but not the... I would say what makes these speakers so nice is they are relying heavily on that soft dome. More than most speakers in this like range. Let me look at my wall. Hold on. I'm going to question myself. Let's look at the wall. So Yamaha S803s are $200 a pair, sometimes less. Those really don't compete with this. The Buchart S200s would probably be the closest thing to competing with this. Those are $800 a pair, not made anymore. So really, I mean, I guess the Kefs, to you, the Q100s, you're the only ones that can fight the Boreas. And you'd probably lose. That's the thing. On a desk, maybe the Kefs take them. But here, out in a room, out with a space, and the wider and bigger and more air you give these, the brighter the diamond star shines of their imaging capabilities. So let me put on something else. Hold on. John Coltrane, right? Real audiophile bullshit. Now I'm standing here in probably a perfect equilateral triangle, slight toe in, and their speakers are up real high, so standing is like almost right. A little bit lower, probably perfect. And I'm listening to John Coltrane Not out of 2 speakers, but like this whole section from here to here is where John Coltrane is playing. They image remarkably well for a soft dome. Like horns might image this well. I don't want to keep playing John Coltrane. I know he's got lawyers.
Well, I don't care. He gives large parties, and I like large parties. They're so intimate. Small parties, there isn't any privacy.
Sad truth, but that's true. So we've got a polite, I'm going to try to think of words now, because I'm Zia. It's been a while since I've done speakers, so give me a second. These are one of the more polite sounding speakers I've ever listened to. They don't offend. No one on earth would hear these and go, oh, I hate those. Those sound like shit. What are you comparing that to? What is something you like? Because obviously you're not listening to the same things I'm listening to. I don't know if it's the rubber surrounds or the way they designed the crossover or the fact that it's just tuned to have like a huge load on those soft dome tweeters. But these are like one of the most just chill, relaxing. The tagline on the book, on the pamphlets that they sent. Where is it? Where is it? High fidelity for all. I think I understand what that means. Because these have, it's like getting like chocolate ice cream. You can get cheap chocolate ice cream and it can still taste like chocolate ice cream. And you can get very expensive, very rich chocolate ice cream. And this is them trying to bring that expensive chocolate ice cream into your house. They're tempting you. They're saying, hey, look, this is what no one else is offering you, this flavor. If you had it like this with the bits of, the little bits of tree nuts in there and the 7 different types of fudge. These are fudge ripple speakers. They actually don't perform too poorly in low end either. I'll try to just magically.
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. M-I-C.
That's remarkable. Like, that's just remarkable. I'm gonna have to pull this out just a little bit. I'm still, because that was a little bit to the left. So let's see if that fixed it.
U-S-E.
More natural.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These are like one of the best imaging sounding speakers, under $1,000. So now I know it's going to happen because I sat in that room at the Capitol Audio Fest and I was sold on like $5,000 pairs of speakers. Sold immediately on just bookshelves, the more expensive bookshelves. So if this trend continues and I'm like a Triangle fanboy now, you're going to see a lot more expensive things than this. And that's why I'm warning you, because those are twice the price or more. Klipsch contacted me. They want to send me the Heresy 4 for review. That's a $3,000 pair of speakers. I've got these Martin Logans back here. That's a $4,500 pair of speakers. I'm trying to work. I went out to Amazon and just bought these little PreSonus powered monitors just because I needed something cheap and easy and something that I could actually relate to. I'm going to try them out. I haven't hooked them up yet. Just sitting there. Oh, that's a Triangle speaker on the table too. That green one. And perfect. This is Lovin' Spoonful, Close Your Eyes. And you have a tough day at work. You come home. You're looking at all the sharp knives in the kitchen going, God, those would cut me so good. No, stop. Put your Boreas on. Listen to Loving Spoonful. Let all your problems wash away. Not your blood, just your problems. That's a terrible recording, by the way. But, there, low end. We actually walked to behind the couch. Give the bass a little more time to develop. That's only 5 1/4. Now, it's not like banging the room, and this is not exactly like a deadmau5 track. I could put a deadmau5 track on for you, but it's just enough that if you didn't want to put a sub with them, if you just wanted to pair this with like a vinyl setup, or if you had like an Echo and you had a little Bluetooth amplifier, I'll link to the Bluetooth amplifiers that I recently reviewed, the 2 SMSLs. I'll link to the non-DAC silver one, because I think that would be perfect for these. this. You would just set this up stereo and tell Echo to connect to it Bluetooth, and then just play my music for me. Now, I'll talk a little bit about home theater use, because I did use them in my home theater. Obviously, this is my home theater. This is where my home is, my theater. And I was being real cautious to push as much as I could down to the subwoofers, because I have that ability with the mini DSP, to just sort of like take this away at like 65 hertz and lower. Do not do. Because I don't want to blow these up, because I don't want them pushing too hard. That's an expensive speaker. By the way, that's Carmen Twilly, African vocals by Lebo M, Circle of Life from the Lion King Special Edition soundtrack. But is a speaker worth it? Here's what you do. You walk right up to it, put your face right to it, and you go, all right, hit me. Yes. Yes, these are worth $500. I'm gonna say 500 because I've seen them for 550 list and I've seen them for 450. So I'm gonna say 500. And I don't think, here's the thing. If you get a $500 set of Polks, right? That's a pretty mid-range to upper range set of Polks. You're getting one of the higher end things. There's $100 sets of Polks and $150 sets of Polks and $200 sets of Polks and $250 sets of Polks, $261, and then you get to like there's like $600-700 sets of Polks. And those at the top of their line. This is the cheapest speaker Triangle makes. The cheapest. If you like this, if this is their cheapest and their lowest performing according to them, holy fuck. Holy fuck. Because that just is, this is just, oof, okay. I'm gonna make sounds at them now. They're a little boring, but that's okay. The vinyl covering is just, it's just a straight, vinyl wood. It's flat, there's no texture to it. The fascia, I like the little indent here. It actually goes around. They're not trying to hide it and blend it. They're doing a good job at that. Let's look at the back for a second, because that's what really struck me when I took them out of the box. Because it's not a normal speaker when you look, and there is a mirrored metal panel here. This whole thing is that plastic actually? Triangle Distribution France, assembled in China, because they're obviously the cheapest ones. Triangle, French speaker manufacturer. Pretty standard 5-way binding posts on this. They do say Borea. They do say created and designed in Soissons. I'm gonna Soissons, France. Soissons. I'm bad. Sorry. Impedance 8 ohm, max power 80 watts. I'd say look for at least 100 in a room, because I've had some moments where I've been cranking them with my crowns, and they and people are always like shit talking my crowns. Don't shit talk the crowns. So you hear my crowns, hear my crowns personally. Come to my apartment and listen to my crowns, and tell me you can't assess speakers with them. I have to change the song, unfortunately. I want to keep going. Wait, the bass line's gonna kick in. Yes. I love these speakers. I really do. Like, I feel like I have to go through speakers now, like, faster and faster. It's unfortunate, because back in the good old days of Z Reviews, when I was only releasing one video every 3 days, I wouldn't have to worry. I could put these up for a month, film the review, then maybe do the sound demo 2 weeks later, and then I could put these back on and listen to them, and I'd just be able to enjoy every little bit of them. And 2020 Zeos has got to get daily videos done. He's got those speakers to do, he's got those speakers to do, he's got that to do, he's got 19 IEMs to do. So it's unfortunate that I can't spend enough time to truly love these speakers. But I'm hoping you can find a set and then truly love these speakers. What I keep looking, in my brain, you people are over there. That's you. You're represented by my rack. I keep looking over there. I should be looking at the TV, at that cute little anime girl with the, I don't know, those headphones with the cat ears? Because they look like they have speakers in it. But she's hugging a speaker. You see how she looks right now? That's how I feel. I just want to hug these speakers. You do so well, baby. You do so well. And I think they actually have a waff to them as well, like a decent waff. They're not super big. If you get the BR03s instead of the BR02s, you're going to have a little bit more bulk, but you're also going to get front port. As far as on a desk, yes. I've had them, here, we'll do it right now. Ready? I'm gonna personally make a desk setup for all of you right now. This is how we do it. This is how we do it on Z Reviews. Okay, so let's see. You're sitting. You've got like your 27-inch monitor here. Don't ruin my whole life. Here we go. We're cool kids. We sit backwards on one of these ball chairs. I'm assuming you've got a really nice set of speaker stands going on. Let's change the angle. Oh, yeah. The only thing I would do is flip them upside down to get that tweeter more at my ear height. But yes. For the 27th time. That's Weird Al. I love Weird Al. Who doesn't like Weird Al? If you don't like Weird Al, say so in the comments so I can immediately ban you from my channel. The man's a genius. He's a genius. No one respects him. I'm going to have to put it in every video now. Every video. Let's put on another Weird Al song. The imaging stays great even at 2.5 feet apart. They go out as wide as you can put them and you just keep backing up, or you just keep bringing them closer together and move closer in. So do these work on a desk? Yes. These work in a room? Yes. Do they beat Kefs? Yes. All right, I fucking said it. They probably, definitely, I like this sound. You can't find the Kef Q100s anymore. That's number one. You have to get the Q150s, and I haven't really fallen in love with those. These certainly beat the modern equivalent of Kefs. LS50s, yeah, those will still beat these on a desk, but obviously those are insane. But this is the greatest entry into the entry level I've ever seen a speaker manufacturer do. This beats the shit out of SVS and their Prime series, because they have the SVS Ultra, which is amazing, and then the SVS Prime, which sound like a broken set of SVS Ultras. And this sounds like something entirely, because I'm going to pull up those other triangles in about an hour and a half now. And because we've been doing this for like 90 minutes. And I'm going to talk about how they differ in design. Because those use 10% tweeter, 90% woofer. And these use what feels like 60-40. And you can tell, and it's a nice quality tweeter. She just exudes smoothness onto you. And I hope it has a lot to do with that rubber, because that's amazing if it does. I'm just put rubber on everything I own now. No beetle. This is my science project. Stop it. Yeah, the only issue you have with these on a desk is that they're rear ported, so you got to keep a little bit of space, and they're not exactly shallow. That is a solid 10 inches deep. So, yes, on a desk. Yes, in a room. Yes, at home theater. Yes, in looks. Yes, in build. Yes, in brand name. What else do you want me to say yes to? Oh my God, I have them slightly off kilter in the room. I'm the worst human being in the world. Oh, there we go. There we go, okay. Anyway, you don't have to take my word for any of these. I try to do my best with the sound demos as I can. And I know since I did the sound demos before this review, that it came out perfect. Go to the link in the description, or tomorrow, that'll be the video that premieres. Well, I don't actually premiere the videos, it just comes out. Listen to these speakers. Just listen to them, using whatever shitty headphones or speakers you currently have. And if your speakers that you're listening to at home don't sound better than they normally do listening to the same music, then my sound demo has messed up. Even with YouTube compression, I know how well these recorded. And I was like, ha 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 ha. I hope people can find them to buy them is all. It's one of those weird things where like I have it, I got a set, I can tell you where the company is, I just can't tell you who to give your money to. I want these, here's my money, and you're just wandering around. Why is no one taking my money? Please take my money. Chewbacca, you want to take my money? She's sleeping in there. Let her be. All right, I'm done with these for right now, which is unfortunate because that means I got to put them away and take out the other ones or take out other ones. All the quick announcements before I want to just end on like that. Axpon is happening. I probably could get a set of these for the room because we're doing the affordable audio room. And at only $500, this counts as like affordable endgame stuff. So maybe I'll see if Triangle wants to donate 2 or 3 pairs of these. This way we could sell them at the end of the show. I know Bucart's donating a couple speakers there, even though they're a little bit more money. But I'm not going to say no to free Bucart's. Do sell at the show. That's happening. So look at Axpona 2020. That's when it's happening. It's in Chicago. Chicago. I've never been to Chicago. I'm going to have pizza, real deep dish pizza for the first time. Patreon Subscribe Star. Get to see these videos early. If there are only 12 pairs of these that exist in the whole world, then my patrons or my people on my Subscribe Star are going to get those first. You'll see that effect coming in way more and other things, but it's a good example. You get to see these reviews early. Ask me any question you want on platform, although it takes me about a week to get back to everybody. There's currently 22 messages in my Patreon, and it's going to take me hours to go through them. After that, the yard sales occur. If Triangle had decided to donate these to me and didn't want them back, these would probably, well, let's presume that these would end up in the yard sale. And from the 1st to the 10th of every month, I would say, okay, offer me amount of money. Oh, $308.19. If you're the highest bidder, you don't know until you win. You win. I ship it to you for free continental United States. Otherwise, it's half shipping international for almost any product that I put in the yard sale. There's some very, very heavy items that I would sort of like skeeve away from shipping because it would cost everyone $300. The higher $10 tier is the private behind-the-scenes Telegram chat, which is where my phone starts beeping 17 times a day. 6 or 17 times a day. And I answer all those people's questions. There's over 200 members in there. And they are legitimately paying my rent. And if you want to be in there, you're part of the elite squad of eliteness. Where those people make me spend money. In fact, somebody in there is a person who's like, you got to contact Triangle, you got to see Triangle, you got to get to Triangle. So obviously that works. Above that, there are other tiers, 15, 30, and 150. Those are very, very shortly going to be used for you, if you're in that tier, to experience some stuff that I've got lying around not doing anything. No details on that yet because I'm still working out the details, but I've been announcing it now for like 2 weeks that I don't have the details on that, so I should work out the details on that. Other than that, thank you for stopping by. Again, sound demo, wallpaper, happy girl hugging a speaker. That was the perfect. That was the only wallpaper I could pick. She's hugging the. I'll hug the speaker too. I like hugging speakers sometimes. It's nice. It makes me feel better. I haven't hugged you yet. We'll get there. We're not there yet. All right. Just stay. Moving on. Thank you. Check out also Hi-Fi Guides. I will attempt to put these on Hi-Fi Guides for speakers, but I don't know where I'm linking to because there's no distributor links, but I'll try to get them on Hi-Fi Guides, and there'll probably be a discussion thread on the forums because my mods make new threads for every product I review on the forums. Check out the Hi-Fi Guide forums. They're pretty busy too. So see you tomorrow for the sound demo.